Is this video for sailing and entertainment purposes only? You're dang skippy it is.
Nurse, clear my schedule.
Obsessed with Karina Kaboom.
What's wrong with Karina Kaboom? She's a nice lady. What's it like knowing that your Amberlynn's the one that got away? I am not fazed.
What are you doing out here?
Why do you have to wash your legs? They don't smell. I have never washed my feet in my entire life.
Hello everybody. In today's video for the low introductory price sale of absolutely nothing, you heard it here last, we're going to talk about some Amberlynn redrama. So Amberlynn did a 2-hour live stream. You know, she loves showing up to work once every 8 days. Does the fun ever start? And she actually responded to some of Beck's allegations. And Foodie Beauty drama. Foodie Beauty has decided not to take care of her cat and is going away on a trip, and she also promises to sue French Fry Girl. Does the fun ever start? We're going to look at some Amberlynn redrama, the most entertaining, riveting YouTuber that barely comes to work. Rinse, lather, delulu, repeat. Okay, so do you see this beautiful Kermit? Have you ever asked yourself, where can I get a Kermit? I would like to purchase a Kermit. Well, now you can. That's my game show host voice. So basically, this is the View Products tab. It's going to pop up right now. It is my affiliate situation link type thing. So if you would like to purchase a Kermit, use my thing. Use my View Products tab to purchase one. It is an affiliate thing. So we're going to get into all the drama. If you could not tell already from that ridiculous intro, everything I'm saying is just for entertainment purposes only. Nothing is meant to be taken seriously whatsoever. I am personally sharing my own opinions, not facts, and publicly accessible information made public first by public figures. I would urge you to please do not go to these people's channels and leave them mean-spirited, negative, discouraging, disparaging comments. Entertainment purposes only. Okay, so let's discuss Amberlynn responding to Beck's statements. If you don't know, Beck did a Q&A with me, sent me some voice notes, and in the voice notes, they answered some of the community's most popular questions. Amberlynn addresses this in her new inappropriate live stream. I just wanted to say Amberlynn's live stream is exceptionally against the TOS. There are things that she discusses about her and her girlfriend that are completely against the TOS. Never mind, they're completely unbelievable. I actually mean that nothing is going on between Amberlynn and anybody, in my opinion, just my opinion, not a fact, okay? I don't believe anything that Amber says is going on in her life, but yeah, her entire live stream is against the TOS, and I just have to say before we get started with Beck, Amber continuously puts her like hand in front of her mouth so people can't read her lips. You think people don't understand what you're doing? And continues to mute her stream to discuss things with her girlfriend. Amberlynn, I understand that you cannot work without certain things, and I understand that you cannot work without your girlfriend being there for you on FaceTime, but it is incredibly rude when people are super chatting you and paying you money for you to actually go ahead and mute the stream to communicate with your girlfriend. If you want to communicate with your girlfriend, you can do so on all the other 7 days that you're not working, except for the 2 hours that you show up to work. So I just find it really rude. Like, please get a Kermit. So yeah, live stream completely inappropriate, completely against all of the terms of service. Keep playing with your job, Amberlynn. She says very inappropriate things, but she does answer some things about Beck. So she starts off when she gets asked about the Beck allegations by saying that she has a lot of thoughts and feelings, but she won't be vocalizing them. Then she says she has a lot of tea on Beck, but she just can't bring herself to talk about it. She then says, basically, that she never actually watched my video pretty much.
Isn't this a surprise?
Okay, and she hasn't even watched anybody's videos on it. Yeah, right. Amberlynn Reed literally regurgitates everything I've said about her, my opinions, and responds to them in all of her vlog videos. Okay, of course you didn't watch them. Yeah, okay. And then she's like, oh, I just heard it through what people are saying. Yeah, right. Okay, so anyways, this doesn't work because she really wants to respond. And by the way, she also said everybody is lying about her. A lot of you predicted this in the comments down below and in the dislikes. Basically, a lot of people always say, and I always say, hey, she's going to say everybody's lying except for her. Amberlynn has a very big documented history on her own channel of saying that she's a lie. Girl, you a lie. Listen, somebody said in the comments that they had a dream that I got Maury Povich to, talk about Anne Boleyn.
Amberlynn did not shower.
If Maury Povich was not retired, I love Maury. Maybe he could determine, in my opinion, whether or not you are a lie or not. Like, how is a person that has a documented history of lying saying that everybody around them is lying? So finally, she gets around to it, and she gets asked direct questions. So Beck let me know and let all of you know that Anne Boleyn would set timers when Beck was allowed to hang out with their friends, and then Beck would have to go back and play with Amber. And also there was timers set with how much time Beck could like spend with other people, her family. It was just like, I think it's wrong, controlling, manipulative, and just sick. I've never heard of anything like that before.
I'd be hanging out with Eric and Ricky playing video games, and Amber would set timers for when I had to be back.
Okay. So Amber admits to doing this. She says, yes, I did set the timers. And of course, she blames what she always blamed. And she says, oh, I was afraid of being alone. She does admit that it was controlling. She then gets asked, did you stop Beck from spending time with like ill parent, like Beck's mom, who's no longer with us? Beck let us know that Amber did stop them from hanging out with, their family and their sick mom, pretty much. Amber denies this and said she never did this. I don't believe you for a second.
The tea is done.
Like, you've given so much proof that you lie like all the time about everything. I don't believe you. I've always had a feeling, and it was obvious by the way that, Amber's videos even were, that Beck could barely spend any time with their family. And I believe Beck. And I still stand with Beck, okay? I believe when Beck told me and told all of you that I believe Beck when they said that Anne Boleyn stopped them from spending time with their family. I think you're lying, Anne Boleyn. I think that you cannot get over. This is what it is. I think that Anne Boleyn truly believed that Beck would stay quiet forever and never, ever have anything to say. You need to pay Beck the money that you owe them because you hired them, and you need to start telling the truth. I do appreciate that she admitted the thing about the timers, but I also think she's caught, and she never thought that Beck would finally expose her, and they did. Then, this is really important. So, basically, we have discussed here before that Amber Lynn created a verbal contract, in my personal opinion, with Beck, privately and publicly. During the live stream era in 2021, Beck was hired by Amber Lynn to do the live streams. In my personal opinion, Beck was the reason that Amber Lynn got so many views on those live streams, because Amber Lynn cannot hold down a live stream herself. She is not the main character. No matter how much you want to be the main character, get a Kermit, Amber.
What do you think about Pookie? No, Amberlynn is not allergic to eggs.
This is, if you don't believe me, if you really think she's the main character, why does she need her girlfriend there holding her hand doing all these live streams? She has not done a single live stream without either Alexis being there when her and Alexis, her ex-friend, were still friends, or now her girlfriend on FaceTime. Amber Lynn cannot hold down her own channel. She needs side characters. So she hired Beck, okay, to do the live streams. Beck let me know and let everybody know that they were not paid for those live streams. There is a live stream called Pluto, as I talked to you about this before. It's public on Amber's channel, and basically Amber says, I'm employing Beck, the amount of money that I'm paying Beck, they can afford to live on their own and all this other stuff. Beck told us that they never received the payment. Amber gets asked point blank, did you pay them? Amber Lynn says, yes, I paid Beck. I did pay. Okay. So here's the thing. Unless Amber Lynn has reached out to Beck this past week and given them a paycheck, unless this has happened, which I doubt, but anything is possible, you a lie, girl. You a lie. This is my opinion. I believe that you need to pay people when you hire them. And the thing is, it's illegal not to pay people when you hire them. Amber Lynn, what happens if there's legal action being like pursued against you? Like, imagine if someone would do that, because I honestly think it's just really, really, really wrong to hire somebody to do live streams, then publicize it. There was a verbal contract, and go ahead and just not pay them. So I genuinely hope you pay back what you owe them. And I think you're lying when you say that you paid them in the past. I mean, I will say I thought it was interesting that she even bothered addressing this. This is just my personal opinion.
Amber Lynn did not shower the whole time we were at my mom's.
This is what I can say. Okay. This is what I'm 100 on this. I think there's two reasons that she's not fully addressing Beck, that she didn't immediately run on live stream, because I just want you to understand something. All right. I just want you to remember this. Amber Lynn immediately ran on live stream to do a rebuttal to Valentine, a girlfriend that she had a fake relationship with because the woman was married. Amberlyn ran on live stream and listen, immediately said, "Oh, well, yes, I was the other woman and this is all a lie." Then she ran on live stream and she immediately responded to the wife. She immediately responded to her ex-friend Alexis. But with Beck, as you can see, she did not immediately run on live stream and respond. My opinion, the main reason she's not responding is because she knows it's all the truth. Second of all, we all know that the person that rents free space in her head for free, me, okay, living rent free there since 2020, is me. She doesn't want to really fully address the Q&A because she knows it was on my channel and she doesn't want to, really discuss it. Amberlyn, basically everyone knows that you didn't pay back. And by the way, I know what she's going to say, okay? When she says that she paid back, she's going to say this, "Well, I did give them their share of the money from the live streams, but what happened is I had to pay bills." Amberlyn, you owed them their money and their share. There is no way that their entire share was all of your bills. You owe them the money. And like I said, unless she already gave Beck the money this week, you owe them the money and you should pay them the money. Okay, so then somebody brings up a topic and they bring up this topic like, oh, address Beck's partner being an Am Baby. Am Baby is the name that Amber, hi Amber, uses for her supporters. And she's like, oh my God, I have no comment. Okay, I'm going to say one thing about Beck's partner, who is a very, very lovely person. Evelyn, you don't.
No. Do not go there.
Would just really not start any negative or any type of conversations about Beck's partner.
Yeah, I'm just coming on here to say womp womp.
I really, honestly, for her to pretty much come out and say that Beck is lying about the money and everybody's lying on her. Like, for example, there's another situation type live moment when she's like, "Oh yeah, Alexis was in love with me," because the audience brings it up and says, "Was Alexis in love with you?" Of course, she's gonna read that out. She purposely chooses, obviously, what she reads out, and she doesn't. And she's like, "I don't want to talk about a person that lied about me." Anne Boleyn, you have lied about absolutely everything, starting from that you were dating two wifeys, to who bought the engagement rings, to literally that you were dating a married woman. You've lied about everything. You have like a whole playlist on YouTube of videos where you claim that you lied and you dare accuse Alexis or Beck or anybody of lying. Okay, then there's a very, very, very interesting situation type deal with her girlfriend. So obviously, as I said, she's been very rude throughout the stream and she blocks a lot of people. She keeps having her moderators block people. She overuses the word hectic. That should be illegal for you, Ambi. And it's a rude live stream where you could see that she's not there for her audience. She's just there to make money. And I understand it's her job, but you show up to your job like once every 8 days and you talk to your girlfriend the whole time. Nobody talks to their girlfriends during their jobs the whole time. Like, it's rude to your audience, and she's just blocking everybody. But there's a very interesting situation type deal about her girlfriend. So first of all, the audience keeps telling her that you don't know your girlfriend well enough. You know her for 2 months. She says that that's her future wife. Yeah, and I'm a future Kermit. And she highly implies that she will move down there at some point. I hope you do. I honestly hope you get everything that you get when you move down there. Good for you. You move down there and see how happy you can be. But then there's a very interesting story that gets told about her and her girlfriend. Amber Lynn, listen to this. She literally admits that there is a woman that has been DMing Amber Lynn for months, telling Amber how much she likes her. So Amber Lynn, listen to this, admits that she's been flirting with another woman for months while she's with Tommy. She doesn't realize that she's admitting this. She says this, there's a woman that's been DMing me for months, telling me how gorgeous I am, how beautiful I am. She posts pictures of me. Amber Lynn, you've already been in a relationship, I'm in a monogamous relationship with Tommy for 2 months. Why didn't you block this person if they were flirting with you? So Amber literally admits in this live stream that there's a woman flirting with her through the DMs in 2 months, for 2 months, and Amber Lynn does nothing. Then this woman is supposedly DMing Amber's girlfriend, and that's when Amber goes into her DMs and says like, oh, stop, this is pretty much my woman. Amber Lynn, you've already admitted to cheating on your woman. Like, if you listen to anything that Valentine says, okay, Amber's supposed ex, Valentine says that, in her opinion, Amber Lynn was talking to her and Tommy the whole time. But here's the thing, Amber always says that she's not a cheater. Right, okay, of course she's not a cheater. Okay. There's a track record of Valentine speaking out, of her cheating on Crystal with Destiny, on her cheating on Casey with Crystal. It's she always got the girls in the DMs. And now she literally sits there and admits it publicly. She publicly admits that she has been communicating with girls, with a girl, okay, with a girl in DMs, and this girl has been flirting with her for months. And Amber Lynn, if you thought that that was inappropriate, that she posted pictures of you on her Instagram, and if you thought it was inappropriate that she sent you these flirty DMs, because Amber admits to it, why didn't you block her? And the reason that I know that she didn't block her is because she just said she DM'd her, because now this girl is, supposedly flirting, like making advances at her girlfriend. Amber Lynn, you've been caught. You always telling yourself. So it's in the live stream. She's been talking to another girl while with Tommy for months. And again, I don't care that Amber Lynn is going to say, oh my God, this girl is writing to me. Block her, adult. Be an adult and block somebody who's, doing that. But she isn't. She's enjoying the attention. You mark my words.
Does Amber Lynn use money to control people or situations? Yes, she does.
If she ever breaks up with her current girlfriend, there's going to be a new one immediately, just like there was a new one immediately after Valentine, because she always has people in the DMs. She says that her relationship is incredibly calm with Tommy. She says it's a true calm love. You've known her for minutes. She says, oh, you don't see us, this my wife in the future, whatever. I'm going to say this. Of course, it's easy to be in a relationship with Tommy because you don't know her. And even though you're on FaceTime, you're not interacting, you're not living your life with her. Wait until you guys are in person 7 days a week. We know that Amber Lynn's track record is 7 days a week, people break up with her. You don't know her. You're not, listen. It's a very different relationship when you're not spending time together and you're just on FaceTime a few times a day. It's not the same thing. When you have responsibilities together, when you're living together, it's a totally different and harder relationship. How do you know that it's a calm love when you don't spend any time with her?
Hello. Excuse me. What are you doing here? Excuse me. Do you know Amber Lynn Reed?
He then talks about somebody lying about cancer and says it's very, very, very offensive to her when, people lie about cancer. But it's not offensive that you knew your diagnosis for 2.5 to 3 weeks with your urology fake cancer scare, and you continued to tell people that you didn't know your results. You posted pre-recorded content when people thought that you had it, and you were doing thirst traps on TikTok. How is that okay? You cannot pre-record a fake cancer thing that you did with your urological situation type moment type deal. Why did you pre-record a cancer scare, Amber Lynn? That is wrong, okay? In my eyes, it's the same thing as what you're accusing other people of doing. Because a few months ago, she was posting pre-recorded videos where she was, hysterical, but she was trying to get girlies on TikTok because everything was pre-recorded. You do not pre-record that type of stuff and leave your audience worried about you. So you don't have any room to judge anybody else. She then gets asked, oh, can you host a podcast? And she says, I don't know how well I would do hosting one. And the reality is that I don't understand. Like, if people are trolling her, that's one thing. But if anyone out there is actually serious about Amberlynn Reid actually doing a podcast, she can't show up to work without her girlfriend and other things. She's unable to work. Like, in my opinion, any job she shows up to will fire her at this point. You show up once every 8 days now for 2 hours and your girlfriend is on the phone. I have a question. What are you going to do if your girlfriend can't be on the phone with you one day? You just won't go to work?
Is your name FBI Frank? Oh my God, there's so many FBI Franks here. Guys, what do you think about Amberlynn Reid? Do not just come up to me. Are you monetized on YouTube, yes or no? Do you have a YouTube channel? You want to be famous?
That was just the first hour. Who wants a part 2? Not me. Leave it in the dislikes and comments down below. I wish everybody mentioned so far all the best, but I'm going to say this. Amberlynn, unless you paid back their money, okay, this week, stop pretending that you paid somebody. Why would somebody keep going around that you dated, keep saying, I did not get a dime of that money, and you claim that you did? Everybody's lying except Amber, right, Amber? I don't believe you. I believe the people that have a track record of saying the truth. Move on to Foodie Beauty. Basically, 10 months ago, Foodie Beauty's cat was in heat. Foodie Beauty refused to do anything about it. You should be spaying your cat. She refused to do it. She got her some shot. She got her something, pretty much some medicine to put her off of it for a while. And now the cat is in this situation again. So they went to the vet and they gave her another, medicine, some more medicine, so that the cat leaves Foodie Beauty and her husband alone because Foodie Beauty and her husband are traveling.
Thanks for nothing.
That's the excuse that she's giving. Well, I can't do anything for her right now because we're traveling.
Like if she's awake and out here, she won't rest. She'll just keep jumping on the bed, rolling around, crying. So it's just like, you need to relax, you need to rest. If I put her in the room with all her things, she'll just sign her up for Tinder. She just relaxes. We don't hear her at all. She doesn't cry. So I think she just, like, if she's with us, it's almost like she wants us to do something about her situation. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fix her. And it's like, like immediately, like we're expected to do something about it. Like, we're not cats.
Yeah, the ignorance here is staggering. So you are expected to do something about it because you are her owner. The cat is a helpless living being, and it is your responsibility, since you've decided that, you don't want kittens, you don't want her to have babies, fine. Okay, it is your responsibility and your fake husband's responsibility, Salah's responsibility, to go ahead and go and do the right thing. Why is this cat suffering? Foodie Beauty is having such a difficult time with how loud and obnoxious her poor cat is being that she's literally filming in the gym and the downstairs. Look at this picture that I'm showing you right now. In this picture, Foodie Beauty is doing live streams from the downstairs of her house. She can't even be sometimes in the same house as her cat because her cat is so loud. Get your cat help. You've wasted an entire year not helping a defenseless living being that is entrusted in your care because you cannot stop. You already neglected and mistreated BBJ and your other cat, Sam. That Sam had to be shaved, that Sam was in such bad condition. What is the reason that you keep getting animals and neglecting them? Think about it. She has enough time to go downstairs to her lobby of her building or whatever, her gym. She has enough time to do that. And she has enough time to film mukbangs every day this entire year. But you didn't have any time to go to the veterinarian with your cat this year? For 10 months. Now, I know that she will say, well, she's calmed down a bit in the 10 months since then. You should be spaying her. You should have spayed her a while ago. Okay, here's the thing. You can hear her say that the cat will not rest, that the cat is expecting her. Do you know why the cat is not resting and expecting you to do something about it? Because you and your boyfriend are the only two living beings that can help this cat. She is relying on you. You guys are all that she has, and isn't that a frightening thought? So basically, in this situation, Foodie Beauty is again neglecting her cat. So they went to the veterinarian again, and a veterinarian again gave her some type of medicine. And now she's also highly implied in some of her live streams. People were asking her like these questions to bait her out, and she's pretty much also highly implied that the cat and the hamster are going to be left alone and the security guy in the building will look in on them. Why do you guys keep putting your interest ahead of a living being that you chose to have? I totally understand that not everybody should have an animal and not everybody is able to take care of animals. I totally get that. I always advocate for, if you cannot take care of an animal, please rehome them. The outrageousness that this woman keeps getting cats and keeps neglecting them. It is your responsibility to do something about the situation. You've admitted on film that your cat cannot rest, that your cat is miserable. And yeah, she's expecting you to do something about it because you're supposed to be her owners, the people that are entrusted with the safety and well-being of the cat. You are again neglecting her. The real word I want to use, I can't use here. You know what the word is. It starts with the letter A. You're doing that to this cat just like you did to BBJ. Now, after this, she literally makes a video saying that French Fry Girl is defaming her by saying that she's an animal neglector. First of all, there is proof that you've neglected your animals. And again, that's a nice word for it. For example, your ex-roommate Pete's said that you only gave your animals treats and you didn't give them any food. Foodie Beauty later came out and said, "Oh my God, that's not true. Pete's just didn't know where the food for the cats was." Do you think that anyone in your audience believed that? No. You clearly never took your pets to the vet.
I never took my pets to the vet, barely, unless they were sick. I never took my pets to the vet. And to also get her nails taken care of. When I was in Kuwait, I video timed with my roommate who was taking care of my pets for me, and I asked him to show me her nails. At the time, it was a little hard to see, but they looked fine to me. Like whenever I was in Kuwait, I had Pete on video like show me her BBJ's nails, and they looked like decent, like they were getting along, but like decent, and like they were getting along.
You obviously, without a shadow of a doubt, neglected BBJ's nails, and when French Fry Girl rescued BBJ, her elder, Foodie Beauty's elder senior cat, and took the cat to the vet, the veterinarian that French Fry Girl took BBJ to pretty much said that the cat had a lot of very serious issues like bladder infections, teeth issues, and other issues that are really like upsetting that I'm not going to mention here. Okay. I did talk about it in my original videos on this topic. You neglected that cat. You admitted that you never took your pets to the vet. So now she does this video saying how, oh, people say that I'm like this and that for telling you guys that I'm not like taking care of my cats, and they accuse me of like being non-intelligent for telling my audience that, she says in this video. But the reason that I told people this is because I don't care, I'm not doing anything wrong. And then you have the audacity, Chantal, to go and say this. And then you have the audacity, Chantal, to go and say, oh, well, you must be accusing my vet of being a neglectful person as well. And you know what, animal, you know what, as well, because he did this too. So are you completely off your Kermit? The veterinarian is not to blame. You are. It is your responsibility to make your animal better if they are in a bad situation. This cat needed to stop wanting to be in this situation a long time ago. All you had to do was the right thing. You had to spay her. Also, the outrageous thing is that she says now, this is her excuse. Well, I don't want her to have surgery and me traveling. I'm going to worry about it. Either cancel your trip, wonderful pet owner, or why did it take you an entire almost year to do nothing about it? Why didn't you do this for your cat 3 months ago, 5 months ago, 4 months ago? All she does all day is read Kiwi Farms and what the reaction channels say about her, ordering food all day. And the reason that I know that is because she makes videos every day ordering food and listening to what the haters have to say and raging on the internet. And maybe once a week she goes out with her boyfriend. Chantal, when you say that you don't have enough time for this, this is a blatant lie. You are mistreating and neglecting that animal, to say the least. Okay? And I'm not using the proper word that I should be here, as everybody knows. The truth, when somebody says the truth, that can be backed up and proven through the internet of your own words. Truth is a defense to libel and slander. That's number one. She's not lying that you neglect your animals. You've literally made a bunch of live streams explaining how you have been neglecting your animal. And by the way, she deleted one of the live streams recently. What a big surprise. What a big shocker. Okay. Also, so not only this truth as a defense to what you're claiming French Fry Girl is participating in, second of all, if you can't even take your cat to the vet until it's absolutely unbearable for you to be in the same home with her, who believes that Foodie Beauty is going to sue French Fry Girl? It takes a lot of money, emotional intelligence, and time. You don't live in the same country as her. You can't even take your pet to the vet. You don't even go on a lot of dates with your husband. Do you think that we believe that you're going to enter a task as taxing and emotionally evasive as suing someone? You're not going to sue her. You don't, honestly, I don't think you have the money. Obviously not a conscientious person. You're sitting around all day listening to what people say about you, and you film these ridiculous videos, and you can't even take your pet to the vet. Right. Well, that's about it for today's video. I want to thank you all so very much for watching today. Please let me know what you think about this video in the comments, dislikes, and Kermits down below. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed today's video, please check out this other video that's popping up here. It's going to be on a similar topic. Go and watch it. Leave it a like or a dislike if you dislike it. Okay. I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye.